From remote wilderness to residential neighborhoods, when animal behavior escalates, no place is ever truly safe. WOW TV brings you the moments when animals lose control, unfolding anywhere at any time. On rivers in Namibia, hippos approaching boats isn't unusual. Thanks to the captain's experience, the situation stayed calm and stable. Pressure from the environment pushed the elephant into an agitated state.
Gente, mano, olha o jeito que ele tá, filho. Olha lá, mano. Ó.
Aí ele volta.
Vai, Fusca, vai.
A leopard entering a residential area can trigger fear in anyone nearby. In response, a forest department team moved in quickly to take control. This is one of the so-called problem wild gators that was rescued. Because of that nature, they require caretakers who are capable and truly fearless. The incident began when the woman couldn't calm her dog at Stratford Station. When a man tried to assist, the dog lashed out, and the scene quickly escalated. What triggered such an intense reaction from the deer? It may have started when the man took away the food it was fixated on. For delivery workers, running into angry dogs on the job is always a real possibility. Humid tropical housing areas create ideal conditions for reptiles like snakes to thrive and enter human spaces. That's why staying alert is essential for residents in these regions. The distance closed in a blink as the man was caught off guard by the bear's approach. The encounter concluded when the bear turned away. It started as a friendly interaction, but he may have forgotten that rams are highly protective of their personal space. Driven by hunger alone, the baboon threw this household into chaos.
Hey!
Anticipating risks from the very moment the buffalo is released back into its natural habitat is crucial. At that time, the animal can become highly excited and may charge off without warning.
Oh my God! That was the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I don't think opening a window to greet a black bear is a good idea.
Whoa, jeez. Whoa.
Get that! No! Get that!
Facing 4 pit bulls at once, the man was quickly pushed into a tense scene. Fortunately, help arrived just in time.
Come, Michael, come! Get that!
After escaping the festival and reaching the streets, the bull finally slowed down, seemingly drawn in by a nearby car. A fierce showdown between 2 swamp predators. As long as both sides stay calm, passing by each other can go smoothly.
I see a big school out ahead of us.
With the fence in place, one tourist let their guard down and tried to get too close to a lion. The repeated seed tossing wasn't random. It was the squirrel's way of applying pressure to make the woman back off. The sudden moment a whale burst to the surface caught the wingsurfer completely off balance. After the encounter, he was safe and quickly regained his composure.
Let's go! Let's go! Everything!
The Cape Buffalo reacted unpredictably when it was unloaded from the transporter in the heat.
Fister. Theo. Tom. Theo.
Known as the Birdman of Arkansas, Tommy Young spent over 30 years rescuing wildlife. The way he calmly settled and handled a mountain lion in just minutes showed truly remarkable experience.
Theo, over here. Look at me. Hey.
While out on a walk, the woman's dog was suddenly singled out by a much larger dog. It's likely the two dogs got too close, without enough restraint.
快跑，还在那看着！别打了，有啥过不去的？有话你俩好好说呀，大哥，别干了！哎，大哥，我去，我万一。
When a picnic spot lies directly along an elephant's usual path, chaos is almost unavoidable as the massive animal moves through. Beluga fish are known for their aggressive temperament. Despite their enormous size, they have no teeth and rarely pose a threat to humans. This rhino showed its wild side towards an unsuspecting car.
Look at that! Oh, almost hit it. Look at that pochita.
Disturbed by locals, the massive elephant chased a bulldozer, damaging a watchtower in India. At crowded competitions, unfamiliar dogs coming together can easily lead to unintended clashes.
Holy. Oh, yes.
This is one of the most aggressive snakes in Australia.
Wait, don't you bite me.
Its reactions are highly unpredictable and can escalate in an instant.
Stop it. Stop it. How good is that? That is a f***ing cracker. Stop f***ing trying to bite me.
She thought she had the threat covered, but she was wrong. The incident unfolded when the German Shepherd suddenly lunged towards the man. Even though safety measures worked in time, staying alert is still essential. What if you returned home and found a disturbing presence waiting inside? Chances are, you'd do exactly what this homeowner did. Call 911 right away.
Oh, it is now. That's the hiss y'all talking about.
Today, the insulated bag became the unlucky target of the ram's sudden outburst.
Jetzt probiert es gleich.
لا تمسكه لا 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 تنكر بس
Okay, nice.
Due to their immense size, once elephants lose their temper, even the lion has no choice but to back down.
He knocked it over. Didn't go on in.
The guy is not messing around.
A relentless pursuit, as a pod of orcas took turns pressing the dolphin until the prey was completely exhausted. The moment they sensed danger from the forest, they knew it was time to leave.
Коля, ноги дергай.
That day, a large tree became the man's unlikely lifeline.
Давай, вперед, вперед!
This event sent a clear warning to nearby boats. Fortunately, everyone aboard the capsized vessel was safe afterwards. Always be cautious when swimming in unfamiliar waters. Today, he was incredibly lucky. If you run into a wild Tibetan yak, don't lock your gaze on them unless you want to be chased.
Шучу, конечно. I'm joking. Опа. Wow, who could expect this? Kangaroo attacking.
This road may not have a toll booth, but every vehicle passing through still ends up paying something to that giant presence.
Right there, wow. Holy crap.
Oh my gosh! What happened? Milo, did you do this? Buddy, seriously?
Ray, back on, dude.
Small as it may be, if you provoke this frilled neck lizard, it can flare up and stick with you relentlessly.
They've got one. They've got one. Oh, no.
Outnumbering them didn't help. The buffalo herd still couldn't stand up to the lions, the top hunters of the wild.
No.
Not every pit is meant for a spontaneous exploration.
That's what they want to do. They want to roll them.
Big George, the gator, has been lingering around a family's backyard. Eventually, the stroll had to end so peace could return.
How heavy is the elephant?
Going to the water.
Going
to the water.
Curiosity drew the man closer to the sleeping wild boar. He realized his mistake immediately. Elephants are generally friendly towards humans, except when they're hungry and searching for food. A surprisingly gentle solution. The woodpecker used its tongue to hold its spot at the feeder. Thanks to her quick thinking and the dog's bravery, the woman narrowly escaped an agitated bobcat. Could you guess how long this chase would last?
Are you okay?
Me?
Are you okay? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
I saw it.
Nightfall is when leopards are built to hunt. But inside residential areas, it's anything but an ideal place for them. The massive intruder used its strength and advantage to break through, and the homeowner was left to face the results moments later. Relying on their sheer size, the buffalo herd boldly claimed the wild dog's resting spot. In the dangerous terrain of a steep cliff, this man was unlucky enough to run into a bear. As the animal closed in, all he could do was shout in an attempt to scare it away. The incident serves as a warning that encounters between wildlife and vehicles always carries risks for both sides.
Yeah.
Yikes! Going on a safari means entering their territory, and you've got to follow the rules of the African bull elephant. The monkeys have taken over the mountainside, blocking all vehicles from passing through. Despite the police's warning, they remain defiant, sticking to their jungle law. Two aggressive pit bulls damaged an SUV while chasing a cat hiding in the engine compartment. The damage caused by the dogs was reported to be $3,000. Night fishing is usually peaceful. But the sudden appearance of a shark changes everything. In India, wild boars are welcomed everywhere, even at ATMs. But this approach isn't exactly ideal. Clearly, the mother bear was much smaller than the male bear. Thanks to her strong instincts, the mother bear drove the male bear away, keeping her cubs safe. You've heard of Kung Fu Panda, right? But in reality, it's very different. These flying thieves are becoming more brazen, including the seagull here. They need to be condemned, and appropriate punishment should be enforced.
No, 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 no. Go, 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 go.
The pig family has taken over Camogli Beach, causing trouble for tourists. When approached by the police, they kept their grumpy attitude. A former soldier subdued an alligator strolling through the streets with his bare hands in Florida. Hello, please purchase a ticket. Everything you just saw was proof of how unpredictable wild animal behavior can be. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to WOW TV for more.